Good day, Nashoba. My name is August.
And I'm Lena, and we are your hosts for today's edition of the Viking News Network. Coming up, we have a sports and weather report from Maddie and Robin, and a look at the current headlines around the world. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back. Our first set of stories look at some local news involving a wanted man from Gardner, Massachusetts. Aaron Pennington is currently wanted for the alleged murder of his wife. Police arrived at the scene at approximately 9 a.m. to find the woman dead, taking the 4 young children living in the home into the custody of the Massachusetts Department of Children and Family. Details about the death have not been released at this time, but authorities are calling for her 33-year-old husband as a suspect. Following the discovery, Pennington's BMW was found on Monday afternoon, but there is still no sign of him. The search continues, and if anyone with information is asked to contact the Gardner Police Department.
Speaking of murder, if you would like some action-packed battles, come on over to the Viking Theater Company. Let's take a look at what they'd like to say.
My name is Mrs. Emily Smith. My pronouns are she, her.
My name is Abitar and I use any pronouns.
My name is Lena. My pronouns are she, her.
My name is Rebecca Rogers and my pronouns are she, her.
Casey, he, him.
The Viking Theater Company is Nashoba Tech's drama club. And we started off when I started at the school 17 years ago. In the last several years, we have rebranded ourselves to become the Viking Theater Company.
I have always done it since I was a kid, so it was just kind of second nature to me.
My friend pulled me along into it in middle school, and I got to try it out, and it was really something that I enjoyed.
It's a place where students can learn about acting and theater and design, and in a place where it's safe, where they can hang out with their friends, but can also experiment with different art forms that they may not have tried.
I wanted to do theater because I loved singing and I really wanted to pursue that in an art form. So I decided I would join theater.
So I was never originally going to do theater, and then I ended up being in 4 productions after that. I had like 10 years of dance at that point.
It's a safe place for people to come together and enjoy one another's time and friendship, while also learning empathy. And empathy is something that is not taught enough these days, where you really learn what is it like to be in somebody else's shoes and to understand somebody else's situation.
There's a lot of fun people here, and I love being around them.
I enjoy that I'm able to express myself in the Viking Theater Company. It's such a welcoming, kind atmosphere. Everyone's so nice, and I am able to do what I love.
People are super friendly. No one's gonna judge you if you mess up, and it's a good place to explore who you are and what you like to do.
I get to sing fun songs and dance little dances.
I enjoy that we have such a great community here of accepting people. There's a whole lot of us, we all have a lot of fun, and we love just being friends.
Any student who is interested in theater or interested in design or acting, singing, dancing, technical work, the Viking Theater Company is a great place that we can try a lot of different types of skills that belong to a lot of different shops, and we encompass all of this building. And it's a really fun place just to hang out.
Everyone is just so kind, everyone is so sweet, everyone will treat you with respect and empathy, and everyone is just a nice person to be around.
Such a good place for anybody, especially like freshmen and sophomores, to like meet people and like make connections and find something they might love to do.
And we all have such a great community here, having fun as friends.
It's really fun, it's a really good experience, and I would recommend it to like anyone.
This December, the Viking Theater Company is presenting Monty Python's Spamalot, which is based on Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And it is dry British comedy humor from the Monty Python comedy troupe from England. Anything that lends itself to old school Monty Python is in this show. So you get knights who are being very silly, and they end up in a bunch of different scenarios while trying to find the Holy Grail.
story about a hero to many across the nation. Simone Biles, said to be the most successful gymnast of her time, made a huge comeback at the World's Artistic Gymnastics Championship this month. Records and medals had Biles going back to Antwerp, Belgium, and the pinnacle of gymnastics. She landed the Yurchenko double pike vault at an international competition and was the first woman to do so. In her honor, it is now renamed the Biles II. She became the most honored male or female gymnast in history, even exceeding Belarusian Vitaly Sherbov's record of 33 medals from Olympics and World Championships. Biles won 4 gold medals and in the World Championships, a silver medal, and got 5th place in her weak spot, the uneven bars finals. 5 months ago on X, or what used to be called Twitter, Biles claimed she never thought she'd compete again. It took her a 2-year break. She took a 2-year break from gymnastics, using this time to focus on her mental health. She did to NBC in September that she was going to therapy, making sure everything is aligned so I can do the best in the gym and be a good wife, good daughter, good friend, all of the good things. But her failure from Tokyo when she got twisties, when a gymnast forgets their move midair, caused her to fear her team finals. She said, according to the Olympics website, that's when everything occurred, so I was a little traumatized from that. The return to Antwerp was very fitting due to the fact that it was where she won the first time around 10 years ago at age 16. To BBC on Sports, on her return to Antwerp, she said, "I'm very proud, especially after the year I had after Tokyo, coming back and just being comfortable and confident in my routines. I couldn't ask for more." Now, Biles is competing in the Paris Olympics next year, saying it is a path I would love to go down.
Let's kick it over to Maddie for this week's sports report.
Hello, I'm Maddie with your Nashoba Tech Sports Report. In hockey, our last game was October 22nd, where the Boston Bruins won 3-1 against the Anaheim Ducks. All the points were scored during the final period, and this made the 4th win they had in this season. Unfortunately, the newly traded Milan Lucic was not able to play this game due to an injury in his ankle, and is also not likely to play during their game on Sunday against the Chicago Blackhawks. The Celtics' last game was Thursday, and they won against the Charlotte Hornets, 120 to 99 points. Luckily, this was done even without Marcus Smart, who was traded on the Memphis Grizzlies. We can expect their next game today at 7 against the New York Knicks. Marcus Smart was traded onto the Memphis Grizzlies. The Patriots' last game was Sunday, and they won against the Buffalo Bills 29 to 25, where Mac Jones arguably had the best game of his entire career. This was because of 2 touchdowns and no turnovers. You can look forward to their next game on Sunday against the Miami Dolphins. That's your sports report for today. Back to you, Lena and August.
Thank you, Maddie. Our next package is informational about the Nashoba Tech audio radio podcast.
Hi, I'm Mr. Stevenson. I'm the TV media instructor here at Nashoba Tech, and my pronouns are he, him.
My name's Thomas, and my pronouns are he, him.
It's Madeline Hebert, and my pronouns are she, her.
I've always wanted to start this club because we've run the audio radio podcast project during exploratory during our 1-week exploratories, and I've always gotten a positive feedback from the students. They typically find this project to be the most entertaining or one of the more fun projects that we do during our exploratory. So my hope is that starting with a small student group from TV media, we can recruit and advertise this club to the larger population, and then start doing regular meetings, after school meetings, where students can record a new podcast once every week, talking about other things that are happening outside of school, things that impact their lives on a daily basis, and topics that they all have common interest in. And I'm definitely open to that too.
I think it is really good for people to come together after school and join a club and do something that they all enjoy doing, and it's a good way to meet new friends and meet new people. I think I will enjoy the audio portion of the club, basically everything in general, but mainly audio. I think that everybody should join, give it a shot, give it a try, because you never know if you'll like it or not.
I think it'll definitely bring unlikely people together, especially if they're from the different cliques and things like that. I think that it's a great opportunity, especially if you're already in TV media and you're interested in it. It'll just let you explore a lot more about it, and it'll let you learn more about the audio side of filming and everything about that. I think it'd be really cool for students from all over, no matter the shop, to try out podcasts and see how they like it.
Wow, that seems incredibly interesting.
And now we have news about an Olympic medalist's sudden illness.
Olympic gold medalist Mary Lou Retton was hospitalized earlier this month after she fell ill with an intense case of a rare pneumonia. Her daughter, McKenna Kelly, explained that they were currently without health insurance and wrote in an Instagram post, "We ask that if you can help in any way that you, 1, pray, and 2, if you could help us with finances for the hospital bill." Since then, the campaign has raised almost $500,000 from over 8,300 donors. Yesterday, Kelly shared that her mother is back home and making a full recovery.
Now, to move on to our recent school news, in this past year we've had quite a few staff changes. Let's go look at them.
I was interested in teaching at a technical high school because before I came here, I taught at a traditional high school, and I thought that teaching at a tech school would be interesting, and it is.
I started working at Nashoba Tech because I worked here last year and I recently graduated with my master's degree in school counseling, and then there was an opening, so I decided to take the position.
I've always wanted to work as a high school teacher because I feel like so many students are turned away from physics or science in general because they have a poor teacher.
Well, I was looking for a new teaching position. I saw the opening and I immediately wanted to apply.
I have wanted to be a vocational teacher for quite a while.
I started working at Nashoba Tech because I really was very interested by the kind of student that comes here.
Nashoba is different from the other schools that I've worked at because their programs are a little smaller, so it allows more one-to-one time with students. You can work a little bit more closely with them.
I do like the fact of there being all the different shops that students can do.
This is my 15th year teaching.
Since, let's see, 1996.
So about 14, almost 15 years.
I have been teaching for about 3 years.
Since January.
About a week.
I think my favorite thing about teaching is just inspiring people. This is a really creative field.
I like helping students develop as people.
I love the idea of the shops and the fact that the students get hands-on activities and real-life experience.
I really like the students.
The students here are very personable and kind.
I have been introduced to a lot of great kids.
I love meeting with students and just helping to guide them in the right direction.
I like watching those moments when something clicks. So when you're teaching and maybe it's something that someone's been struggling with and all of a sudden that light bulb moment goes off, I like the things that I learn from my students. And I like those moments when they teach me something, whether it's about our day-to-day class stuff or if it's just about new life things.
As a little kid, yes, I loved school.
That's a good question. I did, and then I didn't in high school.
I did. I actually am alumni of Nashoba Tech.
I did enjoy school.
Yes. I'm actually a graduate of Shawsheen, so I attended a vocational school. I loved school.
I didn't really like being a student. Being a student's hard, and I don't think that students get enough credit for that.
I've met a few of the new teachers, and they're all very kind.
I'm sure they are. They seem like amazing people. News about Momo, our escaping primate of Wednesday, was officially reached its conclusion. Momo the monkey was captured the following morning by the brother of the monkey's owner. That Wednesday, the police were called because of a report of an aggressive animal on the city's east side at around 6 p.m., which was the monkey. It was found in the bathroom at a house under construction. Momo was taken to Indianapolis Animal Care Services, and they handed him over to the staff at Indianapolis Zoo for now. Even though owning an animal like this does not require a permit, Casey Chernobyl, the Deputy Director of Indianapolis Animal Care Services, said Momo would stay under the control of the county's prosecutor office, and it would decide whether Momo would stay with its owner or not. Chernobyl had already known Momo after dealing with him once in July, when he had escaped as well. Momo's owner received a citation when he escaped because Momo was chasing and approaching in an unsafe fashion in the residential area. Chernobyl said that the monkey could transmit diseases, so anyone who had contact with him while he was on the run should be in touch with the local health department.
Talking about monkey business, now let's kick it all over to Robin with a look at this week's crazy banana.
Hello, I'm Robin with your Nashoba Tech Crazy Bananas Weather Report. Today we'll have a high of 70 degrees and a low of 50. It'll feel like 50 for most of the day. It'll be pretty sunny for all of the day. Tomorrow will be partly cloudy with a high of 73 degrees and a low of 56. Friday will follow the same pattern, partly cloudy, high of 73, low of 56. Saturday gets a bit warmer with a high of 77 degrees and a low of 49 degrees. Sunday and Monday are both rainy, with Sunday having a high of 55 degrees and low of 49 degrees, and Monday having a high of 61 and a low of 40. That's our weather report for today. Back to you, August.
Thank you, Robin. Our next story is about Skills USA, and remember this competition is available to all vocational students, so pay attention.
My name is Eric Stevenson. My pronouns are he, him, they, and I am the TV media instructor at Nashoba Tech. Also the Skills USA Club advisor. Skills USA is a competition-based organization where students can compete in a wide range of contests that are related to their technical programs. There are different levels of these competitions. The first level happens at districts. That usually starts in March every school year. Districts is a knowledge-based test that students take online, and they're awarded in their contest. At districts, if you win gold or silver, you qualify automatically for states.
So skills prep starts in January, where we start talking about who might want to participate in the district competition, and we start talking about what the test looks like. For districts, it's typically a online multiple choice exam. From there, we hope that we have some people that place at the district level, which means they'll be able to go to states, and then that starts the real prep. Once we know we have somebody going to states, we're gonna prep them for the state competition that happens down in Marlborough.
If you qualify for states and you go and compete at states, that is where you're doing a hands-on project and you're actually given a task or project to complete, and you have one day to complete it when you're competing at states. And then if you win gold at states, then you qualify to compete at nationals.
My name is PJ Zafarkopoulos. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm in cosmetology. While preparing for skills, it was a super cool experience. Every day in shop, I was prepping, thinking about what updo I wanted to do, trying out different haircuts, and with Ms. Betzeld's critiques and advice, it really helped me to learn different techniques.
Nationals is held every year in Atlanta, Georgia. We've been lucky enough to send at least one student every year to nationals all the way back to 2016.
It was just such a welcoming experience, like a welcoming group of people.
The experience was amazing. We were judged by people that know what they're doing, they know the trade.
I had a lot of fun. It was really interesting to see how other people thought and worked together, and it was nice learning and being told other experiences that they went through while doing their project and being able to relate to them in some ways.
It was a very rewarding experience overall.
If you want to go to nationals, you have to work to go to nationals. It's a lot of hard work. It doesn't just come to you. You have to practice, you have to ask questions, you have to seek help.
My advice for students that want to do skills is speak up, let your teachers know you want to go.
If you want to, then go, because it may seem like this impossible feat, but even if you don't score anything, it's a great experience.
I would recommend skills for everyone because it's a great way to learn. and challenge yourself.
It's super fun. Don't be shy. Don't be nervous. It's a great weekend.
And experience something new.
Well, you heard them. Don't be afraid to get involved.
Speaking of getting involved, Nashoba Tech has an exciting few weeks coming up with the registration for winter sports officially opening. The teams available this season includes girls and boys basketball, indoor track, swim, cheer, wrestling, and ice hockey. Applications are due November 16th, so get a spot while you still can. Following that, this year's open house will be held on Sunday, November 5th. The open house is a wonderful opportunity to get to know the school and the teachers, and we would love to see you there.
In honor of the upcoming open house, we have a Nashoba Tech promotional video to share with all of you.
Wow, look at all that school spirit.
That's right. And now everything is coming back up as well. The Elegant Chef is back at it again, reopening the restaurant for another year at Nashoba Tech. They're opening to the public every week, Tuesday through Friday, when the school is open from 10:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Not only that, but they're also planning on adding new senior crafted menus to the table. Chef Preparo says that this senior project will get the students prepared for the real world. In addition, the Elegant Chef's kitchen has faced many improvements in equipment. The students in our hospitality shop will work with our culinary shop to serve the food they make for our school staff and the public. Chef Vizier says this is part of professionalism, saying hospitality is one of the largest fields in the world, and we're trying to get kids on more field trips to some local sites, like Great Wolf and Fitchburg, just to see what's available to them in the field. We have a student working co-op in the front desk of Boxborough Regency and are going out on co-op soon. The instructors are always keeping in mind the portrait of graduate traits. Catering is now available, as well as more bread and bagels in the bakery. The goal is to get students into the workplace. On top of that, on October 25th, Cosmo Cuts, our cosmetology shop salon, will also reopen for the public. Both juniors and seniors will be doing hair and nails. The students will be working with the public to give them their best possible experience. Students are currently preparing for their opening, doing hair and nails to the best of their abilities. Cosmetology's new salon is going to be across from the Elegant Chef, our school's restaurant. According to Ms. Betzold, it will be a new state-of-the-art salon at Nashoba Tech. This new salon is intended to open on January 1st, but until then, the salon will be in the same location as it has been in the past. Seniors and juniors in the cosmetology program will be ready to give full manicures and cut and dye hair.
Well, I might just have to check that out. But for now, that's all we have for today. Thank you for watching. We're your hosts, August
and Lena, and until next time,
stay classy, Nashoba Tech.